Right, starters I mean to go on in a very bad Jughead cosplay. Hello, how are you? It's been a while, hasn't it? Sit down, you're making me tired just looking at you. What a year it's been, eh? Bad. So bad. Let's not even try and talk about why. Too much. Literally too much. I'll probably leave something out. We need something to take our minds off of something. Well, have I got the thing for you? We all need Riverdale right now. This isn't a hot take. I'm being serious. Honest. Everything seems too real right now. And what do we turn to when everything starts to feel too real? TV and film. But we can't. We basically can't watch anyone hugging, touching each other's arms, not wearing masks without even seeing it as strange. I know I sit there and go, why is that pub open? That pub shouldn't be open. They're not 2 meters apart. Why are all these people hanging out with each other? It makes us long for a time now forgotten. Actually, I dare you to try and remember what life was like before this pandemic. Try and remember what a hug is like. Go on, try. You can't. I've tried. That made me sound probably as pathetic as I am, to be fair. So then why don't they give us what we want? A glimpse of what life is like, but on TV. Because that's also weird. It makes us remember what hellish place we're in at the moment. We lose that escapism. Escapism! Now that's a word, let's look at it. According to our overlords and ever-trusting gods Google, the meaning of escapism is the tendency to seek distraction and relief from unpleasant realities, especially by seeking entertainment or engaging in fantasy. Well, let me tell you, there is one series that ticks all of those boxes. Riverdale. I'm not even kidding, we need this show right now. If you're unfamiliar, Riverdale is based on the Archie comic book series. Except when I say based on, they just took the names and some of the likeliness and then chucked the rest away. Series 1 seemed to be quite grounded in a murder mystery storyline, which was great. But then suddenly, it got weird. There were multiple murderers, a D&D game which ended up summoning the actual devil but at the same time not really, and it was all a drug-fueled mess. And then there was magic, and then a cult where the leader of that cult ended up dressing up as Evel Knievel and trying to escape the police on an actual rocket. And that's just scraping the barrel for all the storylines in this one series. I was having a pretty rough time being all existential and worrying about what was happening in the world when I decided to turn on the first episode of season 5 of Riverdale. For the next 40 to 45 minutes, I forgot what was happening in the world outside. Why, you ask? I'm getting to that. Be patient. Don't rush me. Spoilers ahead. That first episode was so jam-packed with callbacks to different storylines whilst also setting up new storylines that I didn't have a chance to think about the outside world. I was trying to remember all the things that had happened in this series. In that first episode, my immediate reaction was this. Is Charles still evil? Has that not been discussed yet? Wait, Veronica's dad was terminally ill and now he's not. Why? Is it because he's a vigilante now? Is that why Batman never dies? Can't get ill if you're beating the shit out of people. What happened to this guy? What was that flashback from? Oh yeah, the episode where the evil cult leader tried to escape on a rocket. All of this is going on and they still have prom. That guy was playing a different character in Sabrina last season, but he's also here. How can that happen if they're in the same universe? God, why did they cancel Sabrina? How did it take so long for the gang to get into this rave, but Jellybean just straight up answers an email and gets into the rave easy? They're all underage. How were they allowed in there?
Mr. Geller, he's gonna cream me tomorrow night.
He's gonna cream me tomorrow night. What kind of kinky boxing match is this? Wait, at 16 years old, Archie owns 2 businesses and is now the deputy mayor. No wonder he failed school. But he's so successful outside of school, surely somewhere will let him in. Why is Jughead the only person to stop what happens at prom? And now Veronica's dad hates Archie again. All that and more was going through my head. And that's just the first episode of season 5. We're on the 3rd episode now. Now can you see why I couldn't think of anything but this? Screw what's happening in the real world. I have to concentrate real hard to remember what the hell's happening in Riverdale. And you know what? That's bliss. I don't have to think about anything else. And for an hour a week, I am confused as hell. But it's better than remembering what the hell's happening outside. I'm about to sit down and watch the 3rd episode of season 5 and forget about anything else. And I am loving it. And that is why we need Riverdale, now more than ever. Thank you for watching, I hope you're keeping safe, and come back next week where hopefully I'll have another video out.
He's gonna cream me tomorrow night.